start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Trying to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means?
If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. Thank you, baby. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, thank you, Kay. You'll get it through somebody else, I promise, so be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know, that voice too raspy to be whispering, all right? Plus, I got that cold going on currently, all right? That weather change. So, my voice too raspy to be whispering. So, this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So, but before we get started, chosen ones, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, likes, shares, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, all right? Also, I'll always get to pause in the middle of what I'm saying to acknowledge what you're doing. So, I definitely will when I post this on YouTube, all right? So, thank you. So, chosen ones, we're going to have to get started. The message for today is surrounding you. See, we going to get to certain karmics, what they did to you. We going to get through as far as what individuals are intending towards you. Right now, we going to have to talk about you and the actions that you're doing. Now, what do I mean, chosen ones? Because again, right now, you are in the middle of your manifestations. Everything that you was patient for, all the work that you put in, certain things in the direction that you were heading in, you put yourself in your path, you put yourself in your purpose, so on and so forth, right? You did certain work. But chosen ones, right now, you still preventing certain things from coming in because you still got your past expectations. Now, what do I mean? See, when you was in a past relationship, when you was giving love to that person, they wasn't reciprocating it. They may have felt like you was overbearing them, overwhelming them, so on and so forth. So what did you do? Instead of taking that same momentum that you had, that love that you had, that attention you was giving them, you sat there and allowed it to change you. Because they wasn't willing to accept it, you neglected it. So therefore, you end up turning into these people that you previously were with. You allowed their projections again to have you start to become somebody that you wasn't. You understand? So because that person didn't show you love, now you acting like you loveless. When you the person that, again, was gifted with the most love that people were supposed to run into. You was supposed to be the person that shows, you understand, all this love to them. You was supposed to be the person who was able to boost them up in a sense, encourage them. But because they wasn't willing to accept it based upon the stage and phase that they was in, you no longer are doing those things. And now you're going to actually prevent your blessings from coming in. Now, what do I mean? See, remember how I told you, you are what you attract, chosen ones? So based upon the stage and phase that you are in your life, that's who you start to attract towards you. Now hear me out, because some of y'all talking about, well, you didn't attract certain cheating ass individuals and you not a cheater. Well, to a certain extent. Now, what do I mean? See, you may not have did the same version of cheating as them. Cheating yourself was the same. You understand me? So they could have been cheating and entertaining other people over you. They could have been texting certain individuals, sexually being connected to them, but you cheated yourself as well. You sat there and put yourself down. You sat there and gave yourself the most, again, minimum amount. You allowed them to go through your blessings to leave scraps for you. So you may not have felt like you were cheated because you ain't did what they did towards you, but chosen ones, you are. You cheated yourself. Not only that, chosen ones, again, if you are who you attract, see, some of you had certain partnerships that cheated on you, made you feel like you was in lack, made you feel like you wasn't ever going to have that love that you were seeking, correct? Then all of a sudden, you started to believe it. You started to become them, so you know different than them then. You hear me? See, there's some of you that you attracted certain people that were entertaining other individuals while they were entertaining you. See, chosen ones, there's no difference, because some of you are still entertaining these past people, still trying to be friends with them, knowing God told you that they no longer need to be aligns with you. See, there's some of these friendships that God told you that these people really wasn't for you. They was side-eyeing you. See, some of these family members that they sent certain blueprints or set certain blueprints for you to adhere to, right? So on and so forth. So let's break this down, right? Chosen ones. There's some of you right now that's entertaining other individuals, and you keep giving an excuse talking about you no longer going to do what you're doing when you align with your true boo. Don't you realize that you are currently at the spot in your cycle that the previous person that you aligned with was at as well? See, when they was out here entertaining all of these people, you said, oh, well, how the things that you wouldn't do. You say if you had love that crossed paths with you, you wouldn't take advantage of it like they did. You said if you had somebody that was cooking for you, cleaning for you, reciprocating certain energy towards you, so on and so forth. See, when I say it for you, that means they love you. They want to do these things because they love you, not because you demanded them. It's because that's naturally them, correct? So hear me out, chosen ones. There's some people that you come up with an excuse because, again, you feel like because you didn't have the same intentions as these people that you wasn't doing the same thing too. See, there's some of you right now that's talking about coming up with excuses. Again, you gonna stop sleeping with so-and-so, knowing so-and-so don't got no title with you. Y'all not in a commitment, but that's just something that you can do. You talking about you gonna stop sleeping with them when your true divine person gets presented. Not even realizing that that person's never going to come as long as you still sleeping with that past person. You understand? Sometimes it's not adding up, chosen ones. You can't sit there and say that when those people took advantage of you, when those people were scared to put all their eggs in a basket for you, when those people were still out here entertaining other individuals, it was bad. But the fact that you think that because you're currently doing it before your true divine partner comes in, that you're not doing the same thing. It's not going to happen. You're going to get the same karma and consequences. You hear me? So you're going to have to pick and choose between your past life and the things that you know that you earn and deserve, and the things that you know that you want to come through. You can't entertain the old and expect the new too. Just almost like a cell phone. Think about if you break your phone and you got insurance on it, right? What do they say? They say you got to send that old one back before you get that replacement. So you have to, again, be willing to give up that old person, that old individual, so on and so forth, in order for you to have that new come through. You can't complain about, oh, the calls, you're not getting those calls that you wanted. Oh, you can't complain about, oh, you're not connected. Because some of y'all right now, you may feel like your gifts are fading out a little bit. You may feel like your mind is fuzzy a little bit. Why? Because you keep entertaining that old individual that's messing up your frequency. If that's a broken phone, right? That's a broken record. That's that person that you done kept saying the same thing to. You had to tell them that they shouldn't have cheated on you. You had to tell them that they shouldn't be beating on you. You had to tell them that they shouldn't be deceiving you. That's a broken record, right? That's a broken phone. It's not connecting. So you wondering why you not getting certain calls come through, because you still trying to operate with that old ass phone. You going based upon the memories. You going based upon, oh, the pictures that was in it. You going based upon, you so scared to let this go, and you wondering why certain calls ain't coming through. It's because you still trying to operate using that old ass phone when you can literally sit there and give it back and get something new. You can't, opportunities are not arriving because you have those people beside you who didn't earn them nor deserve them. You sitting there have to realize again, they messing up your frequency. They messing up your energy. And then you have to keep taking all of these moments to recharge again, regroup yourself again. And then guess what you do? When you're feeling so good, you feel like you got enough energy to deal with these individuals again. And guess what they're going to do? The same thing. Put you through the same thing. Now you tired again. Now you not motivated again. Now you're not encouraged again. Now you on edge again. Now you have an attitude. Now you acting irate. Now you have to all over the place, right? Every time you end up entertaining them, whether or not it was you sleeping with them, whether or not it was you responding to their text messages, whether or not it was you looking on their profile, whether or not it was you trying to be cool and cordial with them when it already then showed you that it wasn't going to work out, you have to realize this, chosen ones, it's up to you. You keep coming up with excuses on why you have to keep going through what you go through. Let that shit go. You understand me? They're no longer the problem. You are. because you're volunteering for that. There's some of you right now, that person, when they was with you, they disrespected you, abused you, they restricted you, all of these things they put you through. And then you have enough nerve to have an attitude because they done moved on to their next victim. You sitting there upset, chasing them. If they were so evil, as you know that they are to be, if you know that when they was with you, they was cheating on you, seeing everybody, then why are you sitting there acting like you're missing it? Like, why are you upset that somebody else is in that position then? Why are you upset that, again, it didn't work out with them? Why are you trying to seek validation, or you want them to change their ways? Some of y'all are waiting to close out certain cycles, when you don't need them to close that door, chosen ones. You don't need them to agree that what they did to you wasn't right. In due time, they're going to see it. They're going to see it because they're going to see the person that you align with be everything that they had the ability to be but chose not to. You understand me? But again, let me turn this little heat down, a little hot. But chosen ones, there's some of you right now that, again, you playing yourself, and you got to cut that shit out. You keep looking back at that person's profile to see them go down, when, again, every time you click on their page, you giving them a piece of your energy again. So guess what happens? You know that little bit of faith of a mustard seed went a long way, right? You know them little pebbles that David had knocked Goliath's ass out, right? So you know that all it takes is something so small to change the route big, right? You know that when you plant a seed, like if you making certain plants, that small seed grows into something big, correct? So chosen ones, the fact that you just click on their page just to see if things is going their way. And some of you get mad. See, you know that part in the Bible where they say that so-and-so's wife looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt? Let me explain how this happens to you. Chosen ones, there's some of you that keep looking back and expect that person to show you what they're going through. You expect them to show you that they hurting without you, that certain karma and consequences is coming through. But didn't they put on a facade and act like they was doing right by you when they wasn't? Wasn't they able to look in your face and tell you a lie, knowing damn well intuitively and your discernment told you what they was hiding? You've been there, right? Haven't you been the same person that act like they was the best partner to you when they was really cheating on you, when they was really beating on you in public? You was praising this individual like they was the perfect partner, and behind closed doors they was Satan's spawn. Wasn't you you experienced that, right? So why do you feel like when you look back at that person that you're going to see them hurting, when again, they're going to try to do everything that they can to keep you from knowing that you were telling the truth the whole time? If the years that they was with you, they told you not to trust your intuition. When you said that they was entertaining other people, they said that they wasn't. When you sat there and told them that certain things didn't seem like it was how it appeared to be, they did everything in their ability to keep you from seeing certain things, right? So what makes you think that now that you disconnected from them, they're going to actually show you the truth and show you what they currently expecting and experiencing? You're going to be salty. You're going to turn into that pillar of salt, looking back, waiting for that person to show what they're going through in a sense. Nah, you got to know that. You got to know that God said everything that they did to you, there's karma and consequences that come with it. You got to know that God said that everything that somebody did, they're going to be held responsible for it, correct? So that's not for you to look over God's shoulder to see if he's implementing certain things yet. This is not for you to look over God's shoulder to see if certain karma and consequences is coming in yet. You know that God said he was going to do what he said he's going to do, so you keep it moving. That's like somebody asking you to help fix their car, and you fixing it and they standing over your shoulder the whole time talking about, you sure that you doing that right? You sure that you looked over at this? If you felt like you can do better, then you shouldn't even ask somebody else to step in then. If you felt like, again, you had all the answers to everything, then you shouldn't have never fixed your mouth to pray and ask God for anything then, right? If you felt like you could do it all and you knew it all, then what you going at, huh? Oh, all right, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure. Because when God says you pray and you present the case in a sense before him, you got to know that he got to handle it. All you're here to do is be able to decipher what is good and what is wrong for you. And when you see certain wrong getting done to you, you call judgment on those individuals who's doing it. You don't judge them. This ain't for you to actually have to do certain physical action. It's you to present the case to God. Present the evidence that you have, like, God, intuitively, I know that this person is cheating. They was doing this, whatever the case may be. You call judgment. So that's you saying, God, anybody who's doing negative towards me, I ask for you to allow me to see it clearly. God, anybody that's not for me, I ask you to remove from around me. So on and so forth, right? That's all you do. That's you presenting the case in front of the judge. And it's God who's going to lay that gavel down. You understand me? You present the case. Okay, if this person was doing black magic on you, if this person was trying to sabotage certain things from happening to you, if this person was doing this, that, and the third, so on and so forth, right? You present the case in front of the judge. That's God. And guess what's going to happen? God's going to look into it. And not only that, guess what? That the judge, which is God, and as far as the jury, which is your peers too, God's going to look around that person and see if they did this to other people. Like, okay, if they did black magic to the chosen one, let me see if they did that prior. Let me see if this is something that they typically do. Oh, they stole from this person. Let me see if they stole from other individuals too. Oh, they lied on this person. Let me see if they lying. They going to go to the peers. That's the people that's around this individual. This is the person that's been around these people or came in contact with them for years. You understand me? They going to see, like, no, you're not the only person, but you're the first person that presented the case. Everybody else just sat there and allowed the person to get their way. Allowed the person to do those devious things. Not you, though. You different. God don't play about you, chosen ones. And you're going to see the difference. You understand me? But again, you had to get that from around you. I always tell you, chosen ones is the individuals that are here, sent here to break them out of their cycle. We're here to break them out of certain, again, toxicity. Certain people that want to change, we give them an opportunity to repent. We guide them back to God. That's it. But you have to realize some people don't want to be guided in the right direction. Some people don't want to have to put certain work in order to receive certain things that they're praying for. Some people don't want to do all that. But you have to know who's for you based upon what they do. Now, let's make something clear, chosen ones. If it's from the divine, you do not have to compromise. Now, what do I mean? If it's from the divine, you do not have to compromise. You only end up finding out that you compromise when it comes to karmics or demons. If you have to compromise, that's not from the divine. You got to let that go. So what do I mean? Chosen one, masculines, let's talk to you. Your true divine partner, you're not going to have to persuade that they shouldn't walk around with their ass out. Your true divine partner, you shouldn't have to teach them that when your people come over, that they should be dressed a certain type of way, that they shouldn't have ass out and this out, just talking about it's their house so they can walk around like they want to. You won't have to sit there and teach your partner or raise your partner and mold them into what they should be doing. Your true divine partner is going to know, they're going to keep themselves covered. They're going to know that it's not about this person knowing that they got an ass or they got breasts or they got this. As long as they true divine person knows that nobody else needs to know what's up under that. You understand me? But again, if it's not your true divine partner, this is you having to break down simple things that they should already be getting. You having to tell them on why they shouldn't be doing the things that they doing. That's not for you then, divine. You understand me? Chosen ones, that's not your divine partner then. If you got to raise them while potentially raising kids with them too, see, there's a difference. See, some of y'all have done this as well, where you didn't sat there and raised your partner up. You didn't sat there and had to be a mother figure or a father figure for them. They had mommy issues, daddy issues. Now, let me tell you the difference. It's a difference from you aligning with somebody who's motherly, has motherly qualities about them. It's different when you are with somebody who's a great mother to their children. And again, somebody that's loving and nurturing. You can align with somebody that's mothering. But you don't align with somebody who's playing a mother figure for you, meaning they doing everything. They cooking for you, you ain't doing nothing. They cleaning for you, you ain't doing nothing. They telling you that certain friends ain't for you, you ain't doing nothing. They trying to mold you into being the best version of you and you don't want to do nothing. It's a difference. It's a difference between somebody who has fatherly qualities about them, meaning that they are a provider, they're a protector, they're an encourager, they're a listener, they're an affectionate person. There's a difference between somebody being fatherly and you trying to have somebody raise you like they're your father. You understand me? This person that's truly aligned with you, it is not their job to sit there and again have to carry you. It's not their job to have to keep reassuring you. It's not their job to keep having to cater to you. You understand me? And when I say cater to you, chosen ones, I mean this. This is not the person that you have to feel like, well, if they don't say it, then you throw a fit about it. Or if they don't act like this, you feel like you're limited. They shouldn't have to keep telling you that you're the best in order for you to believe it. They shouldn't have to tell you all the time that you're beautiful before you realize that you're beautiful. Are they going to do it? Yes. You understand me? But it's not something that's required. It's something that they're voluntarily given. It's a difference. You hear me? It's not their job to raise you. And some of y'all are starting to fuck up your own blessings from coming through. And it's not about nobody else. It's about you. Because you say you want love, but now somebody's coming in and you're not even being yourself. You're not showing love to them. You so scared that they gonna think that you pushy or that you trying to rush or that this, so you're not even being yourself. And you're gonna realize that this is the time that you're supposed to do that the most. You hear me? So don't allow past people to project that energy on you where, again, you're not being authentically you, because you're not going to attract who's truly for you then. You're going to end up attracting somebody who's putting on a facade about it. And there's no longevity that comes with that. You understand me? So be you. What you want? You say you want love, be love. Your true divine partner is not going to feel like, yo, you text them too much. They're going to be looking forward to your text. They're going to be responding quick to that. Karmic is the person that you chasing, that you trying to reach out to. They don't say shit. You're trying to persuade them to interact with you. No, your true divine partner, they're going to be just like you. That's why it's important for you to be you, authentically, chosen ones. You hear me? This is not trying to persuade somebody to be your partner, somebody trying to persuade them to see you great. You got to be that. In order to receive that, you actually attract where you're at. So if you're still scared to love, then don't even put yourself out there yet. Because you're going to end up getting karmic consequences like that past person got karmic consequences for crossing you too. They said they was ready for love, and when you got presented, they took advantage of you. They disrespected you. They cheated on you. They neglected you, whatever the case may be. So just like you talked all that stuff and knew that what you went through wasn't right for you and how so-and-so was going to get karma based upon how they carried you, the same applies for you as well. You understand me? Because again, the same cycle gets presented to you when God wants to see, are you going to stay in there or are you going to carry it differently? So let me give you an example. Your past love. You said that they, again, was entertaining other individuals while they was connected to you. You said that they was cheating on you. Okay? Was it wrong? Yes, it was. But let's talk about you right now. Are you currently entertaining somebody, but entertaining somebody else too? Are you currently going through all of these profiles, whether or not you on a dating site, or social media, going to the club, going to this, whatever your thing is, right? Are you out here entertaining multiple people too? Huh? Okay, well, if you are, you know different than that person who did it to you. Now, hear me out, right? See, you may come up with excuses like, nah, I'm trying to give it a feel out. Well, if you thought that was your true divine partner, then you wouldn't need time to know that. You wouldn't need in time for God to show that. You would have already paid attention to the signs and synchronicities that God is currently showing, right? You're going to feel that difference, correct? You're going to know like, I don't know. If that person isn't, so if you don't feel that spark or you don't feel like they are able to play that part, what you going to do? Disconnect. Why would you even, again, allow yourself to, let's fill it out? When you already see it's not going to work for you. You're somebody that likes your partner to communicate with you. If early on, they not talking to you, they not responding to you, they coming up with excuses on why they not communicating with you, then that's not your divine partner. That's not. They don't see it. You understand me? They don't see it. So That's not your true divine partner. If you still feel like you could sleep with this person, but then entertain this person, you're no different than the person who did it to you. You understand me? You got to know what you want, because when it gets presented, you'll know exactly who you should put all those eggs in that basket for. Or if this is truly what you want, and you know what you want, and you're ready for love like you said that you are, you're not going to need in due time, let's see where it's going. You're going to know exactly what you want. You're going to know the direction that you're heading in. You understand me? So it's really important for you to write down that list energetically, mentally, spiritually, all of those things, and say what it is that you want. And if it's not on that list, then it's not for you then. If you say you want somebody who gives you forehead kisses, somebody who loves you, somebody who understands you, somebody whose love language is similar to you, then why are you out here interacting with somebody who can't speak your language then? Huh? You should hold conversations with somebody who's not comprehending it. Why would you waste that time then if you already seen from the beginning that this is something that is not going to work? If you seen from the beginning them in a natural form, and their natural form doesn't form into what you are doing too, or it's not the same blueprint or mode as you, that's not your person then. Some of you try to persuade the person like, oh, well, let me just work with them, and let me just try to persuade them that they should message me or talk to me. That's not your person. And if you got to persuade them what to be, your true divine partner is going to automatically be in that. That's almost like, think about this, chosen one. Say you go to nursing school. You know that everybody, or say you a nurse. You know that everybody who's a nurse went to the same school or through the same training as you, correct? So you know that, again, before you even met them in that position that they play in, so at that job or whatever the case may be, they already went through certain training to get there, correct? That's the same pertaining to your partner too. You're not going to have to persuade them on certain things that they should be doing, certain ways that they should be thinking, certain things. You're not going to do that. You're going to know because they were, again, going through the same thing as you in order to get to you. In order to meet you, they had to go through what you went through, and they at the same spot too, correct? Like, think about it. If God had you on this path, in order for you to align with this person, they had to finish their first task in order to go to what's next, right? Which is crossing paths with you. So your true divine partner is going to go through what you went through in order to get to you. You're not going to have to explain it. You're not going to have to demand it. You're not going to have to beg it. They're already going to be too busy being it. You understand me? And that's where you messed up. You wondering why things is taking so long. You wondering why certain work ain't getting done. And it's because you sat there and selected somebody that you got to look over their shoulder in order for them to get certain things done. You have to keep looking over their shoulder, telling them what to do. If you have to do that, then that means it's going to slow down certain things for happening for you, right? If you got to teach this person how to step into their divine energy and separate from karmic traits and all that, then that means that they not for you. That means you're going to be wasting your time trying to get this person aligned into the right direction that you headed in. You got to try to persuade them. Now they got to go through certain experiences in order for them to get this shit. No, you did that for too long. And again, you've been trying to select certain peasant-ass energies in order to, you trying to bring certain peasants on the throne. It's not going to work out, chosen ones. You hear me? So cut that shit out. What you want is not too much. Your true divine partner, they not going to sit there again. If you're somebody who believes that you should be involved with your kids, you're not going to be with somebody who's not there for theirs then. If you're somebody who God placed you in a position to teach, they're going to align you with somebody who's a teacher too. Y'all two come together, bring the information that you have in order to lead individuals down the right direction. You understand me? See, God's not going to have you just partner up with anybody, chosen ones. You understand me? So you got to think about who you are, where you're going, the things that God told you that you're here to do, because that's what you're going to attract, your person that's like you, a similar path. You hear me? That's how. So if you got to settle, that's not your person. I want y'all today, really take a list and think about the things that you want, and think about, are you currently playing that position? You say you want somebody that's a go-getter. Have you went out and got anything? Are you actually out here, again, aligning with your path, your position? Are you out here doing what God did? Are you obedient? Are you listening? You understand me? I want you to think about this, chosen ones. Because a lot of you have requirements that you're not adhering to. A lot of you are asking God for certain things that you're not even being. You're asking God to do everything for you, but what are you doing? You hear me? So if you say you want somebody that's love, are you loving? Are you able to receive love? Or are you just so used to giving it? Huh? Are you talking about nobody ever helps you, but there's so many people that offer that help, but you ain't want to accept it because of what the past person did. So I want you to really think about this because it's not adding up. You contradicting yourself. You say you want somebody to help you out, but then as soon as somebody goes to help you, you have an attitude and want to do it all by yourself. You talking about how you want a divine masculine to be around and you are excited to finally meet your divine masculine and how you want this, but you want to do everything your own like you the divine masculine. You don't want to step into your divine feminine energy. Somebody offer you to take the trash out for you. Nah, you could do it yourself. Then don't you fix your face talking about nobody ever wants to help when God sat there and spoke to this person and had them speak up to even offer you to open a door for you. Sit there, take the trash out for you. Sit there and look at your car for you. Clean the shit out, whatever the case may be. You can't sit there and say that nobody ever helps you. Nobody ever wants to be there for you. Nobody ever showed true love for you. Then people try to and you shutting them down. Guys, like how you just asked for it and they just gave it and you decided that you ain't want it. Stop. Masculines, you too. You sitting there so quick to talk about nobody loves you. But as soon as somebody tries to show love to you, you start being skeptical about it. You start doubting it. You kind of get scared a little bit because of the past person's intentions. See, if you know that you earned and deserved real love, you know that you done gave it to certain people that didn't reciprocate that back to y'all. If you know that you done been there where you done gave that and didn't get nothing, then why don't you feel like you earn and deserve this when God is aligning you with love or having love come in? Huh? Like, you can't say that nobody loved you. Your mother abandoned you. Your parents disrespected you. Your ex-girlfriend cheated on you. And then as soon as somebody tries to show love to you, you feel like you don't deserve it or earn it. Nah, I'm not questioning that. It's a difference. I'm not questioning why good things are happening to me. I know that I put the work in and I earn and deserve these things. I know that it was only in due time that I was going to get mine. So therefore, you look at it differently. When you doubting on why God's presenting this person, it's different when you have intuition that's like, nah, they don't appear, they not really who they appear to be. That's different. But when you know that you earn and deserve love, you're not going to question somebody giving it. If you know that you didn't sat there and gave certain people things financially, love, light, abundance, all of these things, then you know that in due time, you're going to receive it too. So it shouldn't be a shock. You understand? It shouldn't be a shock. So I need you to really pay attention, chosen ones, to what you want to manifest in. I want you to pay attention to the things that you know that you earned and deserved as well because you're about to receive them. Do not be the reason why you don't get it because you can't blame it on nobody else but yourself because God's starting to present it. So you want love, be love. You about to receive it. Embrace it. You want to tell somebody some soft shit? Talk soft to them then. You shouldn't have to have your guard up. You understand me, chosen ones? I'm trying to tell you. You shouldn't have to have your guard up. You shouldn't have to be, again, you so used to having to tell your ex about the friends that they was with that wasn't for them, the people that was trying to destroy them, certain karmic traits that they had. You shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. You've been put your work in. So now have somebody who has the ability to work like you. Somebody that can carry their load. So again, you cooking, they cleaning. You cleaning, they cooking. You got this, you're not going to have to ask them nothing. You ain't going to have to beg them to help you out. They're going to automatically do those things. You understand me? You're not going to have to beg them to show love to you. They already going to be busy being it. You're not going to have to ask them, do they love you? Every opportunity they're going to tell you. You understand me? You're not going to have to beg for no forehead kisses. They automatically, every time that you lean in, they already have planted it. You understand me? So think about what it is that you want because it's arriving. But a lot of the times, you're the reason why it's not coming in. You're blocking it. And you can't blame that past person because you're no longer connected to them. You understand me? You can't blame. That's almost like you telling people stop speaking up your name, stop speaking on you. Well, you stop speaking on the past people and what they put you through because they no longer bound to you, no longer connected to you, no longer around you. So you shouldn't even be bringing up them. You bring into the things or entertain the things that you want to call in. You heard me? So that's that love. That's that thank you, babies. That's that love. That's that happiness. But again, if it's from the divine, you don't have to compromise. It's automatically going to be aligned, all right? But listen, I got to get up off here, chosen ones, because I do have a few coaching sessions to do. Thank you so much for the love that y'all continue to show. Please remember, I'm going to upload this later on my YouTube. I'm going to be back in the AM again with another live for you. But I appreciate you, chosen ones. You got this. Again, if you got questions pertaining to, is that your true divine partner? If you heading in the right direction, what cycle that you, again, are content in, I got you. The link's in my bio, all right? But just know I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I'm going to tell you the real. I'm going to tell you what cycle, where it started from. You understand how to disconnect from it, what you got coming in, who you supposed to be entertaining in a sense. I got you. I love you so much. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? Be great.